Welcome into the Volvo V90 Cross Country, where today we're going to have a look at their Sensus Infotainment system. Here we go. So let's just have a look at where we are. Let's hit the home screen here. So this is the home screen, it's what it looks like. In terms of connectivity to phones, etc., what you do is you click on phone, you take your own phone, make sure that Bluetooth is on. I have paired with this already, so that's me, MacLoves S6. I'm going to hit that, and I am now connected to the phone. So we are now connected in terms of Bluetooth. In terms of Wi-Fi, I've hooked it up already, but for those of you who don't know, so what we do here is we hit, if you're on Samsung S6 like me, you pull down the screen here and you will get mobile hotspot, turn that on, you find the phone, stick in the necessary password and jobs also, so therefore you are online. Now the reason why that's important is because if you swipe here to the, if you're swiping right, so you're seeing the screen to the left, right, you can hit on Spotify and other online entities like that. Okay, so Spotify, for example, now I'm not in the best coverage in the world. There's an update available for this application. Please use Download Center, download the latest version, right? I'm not going to go through that, folks, but here is the Download Center. We'll see what downloads are available through this, and you can click install all. But for the purposes of this video, we're not going to go through that. Okay, other things that you can find out on this car itself, but first off, it does take iPod, phones, etc, etc. There is AUX connectivity here through the center console. Of course, you have your weather apps here and Glimpse, local search, Volvo ID, wiki location and Spotify, which we've shown you already. Okay, so messages here, that's from my phone. I've actually got a message which is unanswered at the moment. Car status, if there's any problems with the cars in terms of wheels, tire levels and things like that, tire pressure levels, any appointments that you may have for the actual car itself as well. So it tells you all about your service details here. So this is due a service in 254 days at 24,034 kilometers. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of boring information, but that's the way it is. Okay, so that's that screen there. This screen here is effectively the shortcuts that you set up. So what we have here is navigation. So we're on Station Road here in County Meath. We're right on the coast. Nice maps, easy enough to use as well. Oh, look at that. There's the UK and there's Ireland as well. Okay, so that's all well and good, and it goes out. Okay, so we've all seen sat navs before, and this is just a nice looking one. Then you have in here media Spotify. So I'm using Spotify at the moment, but if for example I wanted to go on and use FM or anything like that, I can go up here, go in FM, DAB, my radio favorites, listen to the Bluetooth, whatever you want to listen to through the phone, etc, etc, etc. Okay, so that's that. Phone, we've shown how to connect up to a phone already. We've got contacts in here, and we have everything else you need in there. It's all simple enough. Keypad if you want to just dial out a number. Okay, next up is settings and everything else like that for the phone. You got your owner's manual here. I'm not going to bore you by going through it. Phone manual, you got a profile, so you can set up individual profiles for the car itself. We'll click into that and have a look. Okay, so we're in as guest at the moment. There's profile 1, confirm. We go into that, and it just shows up different information for whoever was in this last. Anyway, okay, so that's cool, right? So in here as well, you got settings, and if you want to change certain things throughout your car, so this is my car. Now, it could be doing with it being a little bit more sensitive, and I'm sure there's something here that can change that. Okay, so displays, driver display center area, what's showing the background of the driver display, and themes. Okay, so we're looking at colors and things like that as well. So if you want minimalistic, it'll change things to minimalistic and all that as well. This relates to the TFT display as well. Okay, so you can go for bright or you can go for normal. Let's go back there. Okay, so that's my car. Now, if you go for a Volvo V90 with a head-up display, inside displays there as well is where you get to reposition where the actual head-up display shines on the windscreen in front of you. Okay, in TeleSafe, of course, this car is jam-packed with safety equipment. Here is city safety. Choose preferred collision warning. So this is city safety. This is where if the vehicle senses something in front of you when you're inside a city, it will actually come to a complete stop. Now, I found on the S90 that I drove there last week, I found that was far too sensitive. It's not as sensitive in the V90 Cross Country that we're driving in the moment. So it's all well and good. Lane assist is there as well, driver alert control and road sign information. These are all excellent safety technologies, and it keeps the driver up to date as to what's going on around them. Lights in here, exterior lights and interior lights. Of course, you get to change kind of the mood within the car as well, interior mood lighting and the ambient lighting as well. I won't go into that. Okay, so when you do get your Volvo V90, and congrats if you get one, you'll know what to look for there. Mirrors, okay, so this is where you get to mess around with the auto dim mirrors. You get to avoid dazzle in the rear view mirror here in front of us, and you're able to set it up for different kind of light settings. Next up is locking. This is through central locking and the alarm of the car itself. Electric parking brake, which is right here. That's great. You need that whenever hill start assist and things like that as well. Seats, make adjustments for seating positions, right? And so the only thing this is going to actually allow you to do is to fold the headrests in the second row. Once again, if you get a higher spec vehicle, you will have fully automatic seats here with memory functions and things like that too. Right, and this is adjust settings for wipers, whether or not you want the rain sensor memory on or the auto rear wiper as well. Okay, so that is the settings of my car. Now, sound settings, that is pretty self-explanatory. Navigation as well. Media, this once again is what settings you'd like for AM, FM radio. So in here you get to show radio text, what's the name of the song that's playing, local interruptions, that's in terms of traffic information, freeze, program service name, news, traffic announcements, etc. Okay, so media communication. Okay, so this is through with your phone, your Wi-Fi. Okay, so if you want to connect the car to Wi-Fi, as I said to you earlier on, what you do is you turn on the mobile hotspot within your phone, whatever type of phone you have. You go connect the car to mobile hotspot, so you click on that, and we're connected already to my one. But what would happen is once you turn on the mobile hotspot, this will come up, whatever name of your phone is. You click on it, you put in the password, and that's it. Job is done on that. Then you got climate systems all through here. So we've got beautiful steering wheel heater here, which is absolutely beautiful. And of course, ass warmers here to the front. In this particular version of the V90 Cross Country, we don't have heated seats to the rear. But this is everything here. We've got an air quality sensor, auto electric front defroster, rear defroster, and recirculation timer. And then you have system itself. So this is your driver profile, your date and information, or date and time, language, keyboard layout, voice control, unit storage, and then your download center, which we have to get back to a little bit later when we turn off the camera. Anyway, that's a very brief insight into the Sensus Connect system within the Volvo V90. Okay, so that was the Volvo V90 Sensus Infotainment System. A very nice looking machine. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but that's life. Anyway, you are tuned to the Car Buyer's Guide YouTube channel. Over in one of these corners is a logo of Car Buyer's Guide. Please press it and you will subscribe to the channel. And folks, follow the links around the screen. We'll talk to you again very soon.
Cool.